let's talk a little about Anwar Ibrahim, right? So, I think in any other country, right, if a leader has consistently failed to win in multiple elections, that person wouldn't be the leader of the opposition anymore, right? I mean, in UK, one election you do not win, or maximum 2 elections you're out as the leader of the opposition, right? So, but Anwar has a very long shelf life, right? Why is that? And do you think that actually harms the opposition just as much as the presence of people like Zahid and the old guard harms Barisan National? Does the presence of the old guard in Pakatan Harapan, specifically Anwar, does it harm the opposition, you think?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the question is about renewal and rejuvenation within the party, right? In any other country, yeah, I think you're right that, so for example, in this election, Anwar were to lose his seat in Tambun, if there are certain key parliamentary seats in the stronghold of the opposition, such as within Selangor or even Penang, that are lost by Pakatan, then, and the standing of Pakatan therefore falls, then I think it is really time. In fact, it's past time, according to some people, that there needs to be that sense of leadership renewal from within Pakatan Harapan. So your question about equating the old guard within Barisan UMNO and Anwar Ibrahim in Pakatan, like whether that's the same equivalence, right? Can we draw an equivalence there? For Barisan and UMNO, I think that it's not just about the old guard in UMNO. I think it's also about what they represent, right? So if the old guard of any party represents a kind of culture that is unwilling to accept new ways or bringing up young blood within the party, then I would say they do need to think about stepping aside. However, there also can be, members of the old guard. I mean, I don't want to be ageist here as well. If you're a member of the old guard who actually believes that, yes, there should be renewal and makes way for that and really takes active steps to ensure that young people are recruited, are given the right opportunities to not just join, but, climb up the ranks, then I think that's probably less of a problem. And I think so an additional problem about why people think about old guard in UMNO as problematic is because many of them are associated with old cultural political patronage practices within UMNO, including some of whom, being involved actively in the 1MDB related cases. So I think those things are probably conflated in people's minds, but I think it's a right thing to be able to unpack them, right? Like what's the reason that we are not supportive of the old guard? If the old guard can make way and are actively encouraging others to do so, I don't see any reason why, they should step aside necessarily. So that question would apply to any party. I mean, I would say the same thing for Pakatan Harapan as well. But I mean, whatever it is, young leaders do need to rise. So yeah, I think, this election result will also tell us the direction to which, the party needs to take.